For the record, do you think that we didn't walk on the moon?
I don't think we did. I think it was fake.
Yes, on yesterday's episode of The Kardashians, Kim Kardashian revealed herself to be one of those conspiracy theorists who believe man did not walk on the moon in 1969. NASA acting administrator Sean Duffy let Kim know on Twitter yesterday that we have in fact been to the moon, and not just once, but 6 times.
I've seen a few videos on Buzz Aldrin talking about how it didn't happen. He says it all the time now in interviews.
So Buzz Aldrin was the second man to walk on the moon after Neil Armstrong as part of that Apollo mission. And no, Kim, Buzz does not say all the time in interviews now that it didn't happen. No. I searched YouTube and I found 2 videos.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen, so in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going.
Really, Kim? Buzz doesn't say in that clip that the moon landing didn't happen. He's saying that he wonders too why it never happened again. And I found the full interview, which is 17 and a half minutes long. Here's the first question.
What is your favorite thing about space?
Going there. Because not many people have been there.
And yeah, the rest of that interview is Buzz talking in great detail about his trip to the moon and the whole trip back and all the details, Kim. Like, Kim, I know to check my evidence before I do a segment. You're the one that's going to become a lawyer. But yeah, Kim is going to also play a lawyer on the new series All's Fair, which premieres next week. And Kim promoted this conspiracy theory to her co-star, Sarah Paulson.
I'm sending you, so far, 1 million interviews with both Buzz Aldrin and the other one.
Do it.
And this girl says, what was the scariest moment? And he goes, there was no scary moment because it didn't happen. It could have been scary, but it wasn't because it didn't happen.
Here's the 12-second clip that Kim likely watched.
What was the scariest moment of the journey?
Scariest? It didn't happen. It could have been scary.
So someone took up their phone and recorded that off a TV. Like, okay, sure. And once again, I found the full interview, which is about a 64-minute talk at Oxford University. Once again, the rest of the 64 minutes is Buzz talking about landing on the moon in great detail. In that moment, Buzz isn't saying that the moon landing never happened. He's saying that the scariest moment never happened because the entire trip went so smoothly. Like, none of their worst case scenarios happened. They never had a scary moment. That's what he's saying.
Scariest. It didn't happen. It could have been scary.
So he's gotten old and now he slurs on his thing.
The 2 interviews I just showed you were from 2015. In 2016, Buzz sat down with the Science Museum in London and talked about his journey to the moon. In 2017, he was on the Today Show talking about the moon landing. So wrong again, Kim.
So I think it didn't happen.
I'm going to go on a massive deep dive is what's going to happen. Okay. I'm going to go on a serious deep dive.
I center conspiracies all the time.
Sarah Paulson, I know that conversation with Kim happened a few months ago, so you probably have already, done your deep dive, and I hope you did better research than Kim did. If not, maybe you're watching this video right now, and you're welcome for saving me the time that I had to spend researching all this.
Maybe we should find Buzz Aldrin. Oh my God, Chloe should get him on her podcast. A conspiracy theory podcast.
Well, Kim, in 2002, a conspiracy theorist kind of coaxed Buzz to go to a Beverly Hills hotel and then confronted Buzz in the lobby.
You're the one who said you walked on the moon when you didn't. Calling the kettle black if I ever thought of it. Saying I misrepresented myself. Away from me. You're a coward and a liar and a thief.
Buzz punched him in the face. And the guy tried to press charges against Buzz, and the court threw the charges out. Like, no, we're not entertaining that. So, Buzz is now 95 years old, so it's likely he doesn't pack quite as big as punch as he did when he was 73? 72? 73? But, I wouldn't send Chloe in there to find out.
A conspiracy theory podcast.
There's no gravity on the moon. Why is the flag blowing?
There's a horizontal rod on the top of the flag to make sure it keeps, I don't know, what do you ever call it, elevated, spread out. And no, it's not blowing in the wind. There's just wrinkles in the flag from how it was stored on their journey. Like, yeah, you put stuff in a suitcase, yeah, your shirt's wrinkled.
The shoes that they have in the museum that they wore on the moon is a different print in the photos.
So the boots that they wore on the moon's surface were actually boots that went over top of their boots that they wore inside the spacecraft.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
They were actually left on the surface of the moon when they came back because anything that was deemed unnecessary for the trip back was left there.
Get rid of stuff you don't need so you won't be as heavy to lift off.
Why are there no stars?
Go outside at night, Kim, and take a photo of the sky and see how many stars turn up in your frame. Yeah, and maybe now with the iPhone, what are we at? The iPhone 17, where we're at? Maybe now they might pick up a couple stars, but no, in 1969, there's no resolution high enough to capture stars in the sky.
And what do you have to say to the people who are going to say you're crazy for saying that?
They're gonna say I'm crazy no matter what.
Are we done here? Okay.
But like, go to TikTok, see for yourself.